Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Maul telling DJ HED that industry rappers believe Drake outdid Kendrick Lamar lyrically, claiming Family Matters had more bars than Not Like Us, also going on to discuss the claim that Drake has a daughter. And Maul is moving the goalposts yet again in this very delusional narrative. The fair comparison would have been Family Matters and Meet the Grams, the actual record that was put out in a response to Family Matters. Or how about Euphoria? Because that matchup ain't looking good for your boy either. Objectivity is obviously not this guy's strong suit. I don't think he has that suit anywhere in his wardrobe. Maul doesn't need facts, and that's never stopped him before. But it is hilarious that none of these rappers are coming out directly with statements like this. Because after what we all witnessed last year, the epic dismantling of the biggest artist, I'm sure no one wants any of that smoke. But enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video, where we have Maul telling DJ HED that industry rappers believe Drake outdid Kendrick Lamar lyrically, claiming Family Matters had more bars than Not Like Us. Also going on to discuss the claim that Drake has a daughter. I used to think Ack was the most delusional person in all this, other than Drake, obviously. But Maul definitely gives everyone a run for their money.
I don't have to.
Yes, you do. You can't go against that.
I could do whatever I want to do.
Nah, you can't go against Kendrick. You can't do that. And I'm not mad.
I just think Maul doesn't understand that someone can be objective, because when he's defending Drake, obviously he's doing it from a place of no objectivity, just rambling on and yapping.
At you. I fuck with you. I'm not mad at you, but you can't sit here and objectively say, nah, I don't think that,
I would.
Nah.
If that's what I thought.
Drake out-rapped him, and I'm talking about, fuck me saying it. Some of the rappers that you've played their records and respect, I've had conversations with them, and they like, yo, Kendrick may have got the strategy and the perception of him dropping right after Family Matters and all of that. Cool. But if you just go and listen to bars as an MC and as a rapper,
those bars really did hit as you're claiming. Even Kendrick Lamar dropping 20 minutes later shouldn't have negated all that. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar was playing 4D chess when he dropped that record, because it definitely shifted the tone for the night, basically preventing any traction that record could have gotten, because Kendrick Lamar was barring him up over that super spooky instrumental.
There's no way you think Kendrick, I don't even think Kendrick was trying to really rap on Not Like Us. I think it was a song. He was trying to get people to dance. He needed to galvanize the West Coast, get the whole California behind this song. This is like our new anthem, which is, I'm not mad at that strategy. But we're not going to say he rapped better than Drake on Not Like Us versus Family Matters. No fucking way.
Okay, so Maul, bringing that up, when you're referencing that and every...
Yeah, even he can't contain the laughter. It's so funny that Maul is trying to say that DJ HED is the one not being objective, when we've clearly seen Maul over the past year be anything but that. Even when conflicting evidence is introduced right away, the dude doesn't even retract then. So yeah, man, I really don't expect that to change anytime soon. And if you do want to directly compare the two records, Not Like Us had multiple bars and lines that made it into the culture's lexicon. It made it into everyday vocabulary.
Everybody else that you're referring to, are you talking about just Not Like Us versus Family Matters? Or are you talking about Kendrick versus Drake in the entirety of all of these songs?
Because also at this point, Family Matters was really against Meet the Grams in that situation.
I think Family Matters.
Exactly. That's what I was saying in the intro. That would have been the fair comparison, because, yeah, it was obviously dropped in response.
In Heart Part 6, Drake is rapping better than anything Kendrick put out during that moment.
That's
just rapping.
Yeah, the ludicrous, erroneous statements that this guy tries to weave on a weekly basis, to me, it's just astonishing and proves that Maul is an elite level buffoon.
Absolutely.
I aspire to have this level of...
He's still on impact of a song. It's
utter delusion that you're referring to, DJ HED, but I would be at a loss for words after hearing any of Maul's arguments.
I'm talking about a song. I'm talking about bars.
No.
I'm talking about lyrics. I'm talking about rhymes.
I'm talking about rap. And
Not Like Us, the production is not even dope.
Okay, so Maul, you keep bringing up Not Like Us. HED,
production is fire. Maul is just hating for hating's sake. The dude is just rage baiting with that one.
Do you think that Not Like Us is Kendrick's best rapped song in all of this battle? Which one would you pick out of all of them?
I love Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Okay.
My sentiments exactly. That's honestly my favorite record of the beef. And if you really wanted to argue who outdid who, I don't really think you have too many arguments against Kendrick. And if you do have any, I think they're more rooted in like your personal feelings about these two.
I don't even remember that song.
It's probably a lot of bars, too confusing.
No, it's just...
It went over his head, and obviously, when people have traumatic moments, sometimes their psyche just totally blocks it out, and that's what I think is going on with Maul. This dude has obviously gone off the deep end.
It's just like when you open a bag of chips, there's a lot of the air at the top, and there's a few chips in there. But we ain't gonna go back to that.
HED, you being the Coast Guard and having some relationship with everybody in that camp and around that camp. What was everyone's reaction to the Dave Free bar?
Comedy. It was just
And something that also makes Drake a hypocrite, because how can you say that someone is trying to defame you when you're arguably doing the same thing?
it was like that's the
The baseless claims.
that's the well
rap
actually
beef.
there was two reactions. One from the front facing standpoint, like that we all had internally, was like that's not even a good attempt. Like that's like a lazy attempt at something.
Just like the countless short jokes, because it's not like Kendrick Lamar hasn't heard these very same jokes since the dude was a kid. If you're really trying to take on the claim that you are the best rapper, it's going to take a lot more than that.
And then the second thing was
Like using a
from
fat
the
joke with
homies.
Biggie.
What about Kendrick saying you have a daughter? Yeah, that wasn't a lazy attempt.
What about it?
That wasn't a lazy attempt from Kendrick? Saying that Drake has a daughter that he's hiding?
I don't know. Do we
don't-
have one?
You don't know if that was a lazy attempt? I'm asking, do you think that was a lazy attempt?
No.
You don't?
Why?
It's refreshing to see someone actually think about what they're going to say and collect their thoughts versus just ramble on nonsense.
And do you think Drake is hiding a daughter?
Hiding is a verb.
Okay, do you think Drake has a daughter?
You are hiding your opinions.
Yeah,
Sir.
do you think Drake has a daughter?
I think it's possible.
Okay. You think it's possible that you think that Drake has a daughter? Or do you think it's possible Drake has a daughter?
I think it's possible he has one.
So both things could be one and the same.
I mean, I don't particularly care to get into Kendrick's personal life with his girl, kids, and his business partner.
Mhm.
But do you see Maul's point in some degree that saying Dave Free might be your son's father?
Mhm.
I agree is lazy, and I thought if that was the nuke, that's odd because that's not. No one's
Thank
really
you,
going to believe
Rory.
that, even if for some weird reason it was true. The daughter thing, is that not lazy because Push already did it, and we saw what that did, and you're supposed to be light years ahead of any rapper right now.
But the thing is, don't you think that would actually be the opposite of lazy? Obviously, the dude has done his research, which is why more than likely that UMG lawsuit is just going to get dismissed. A lot of this stuff has been out there. These rumors have been out there. So people would definitely have a bigger stake in those being real than Drake's, which obviously seemed like he just made that off the top, which is something that we've obviously never heard alleged or rumored.
And you're reusing the same strategy off something that can't be proven, whereas Push did it and it was proven.
No, I get that point. But you also have to understand, like, the way I'm looking at it, and this is, I mean, you're not going to believe me, but objectively looking at it, it's a Floyd Mayweather thing. Like, Dot has been counterpunching the whole time. He's not aggressed. The only time he aggressed is once
reactive.
it was already fully on. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it,
Like that he aggressed. What are you talking about?
if you think about it, when you say like the Dave Free thing came first in Family Matters,
Correct, yeah.
and then there was a response.
Exactly. And Kendrick obviously warned him, if you take it there, I will take it there. And obviously, once it was taken there, Drake has grown to really regret it.
And then the other thing came. It wasn't like, it's like, oh, okay, boom, boom. It was like a 1-for-1 to me.
Okay, so you are...
Thank you so much, DJ Head, for bringing some sense to the podcast. Rory and Damaris do every once in a while fight back Maul's baseless claims because even they have grown tired of them. And for Maul to say that someone isn't being objective is hilarious because it's the pot calling the kettle black. We've seen take after take of just delusional word salad that is 99% of the time debunked on your very platform. If Maul was going to put any of these records together, it should have been the record that was put in a response to that record, in which Kendrick, to me, out-rapped Drake, but also was 100% successful in shifting the tone and keeping full control of the narrative and momentum, allowing for Not Like Us to be released and obviously be the nuke and the knockout hit that it turned out to be. Maul was never going to win this debate. It's obviously just entertainment because the guy is extremely delusional, enough to leave DJ Head at a loss for words. This debate almost feels like an episode of People's Court. If I was going to compare any of the records to Family Matters, to me, it definitely would have been Euphoria because those two records have more in similarity than Not Like Us and Family Matters, at least to me. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Drake out-rapped Kendrick Lamar? I don't think there's an alternate reality that I would agree with that, unless both these artists just switch names. Kendrick Lamar and PG Lang put on a masterclass on how to handle the beef. It seems like they've been prepared for this forever, and Drake should have definitely been more prepared. It's not like this hasn't been brewing for a very long time. And Kendrick Lamar won, whether it's rap-wise, success, and the critical acclaim. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does your channel wonders, and I really want to thank you guys so much for continuing to make this channel a part of your day, because it does honestly mean the world to me. And all the love and support that you guys continue to show this channel on a daily is overwhelming. I really want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all of it. Guys, I did activate the YouTube memberships. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do so for the past year, and I just didn't have time to do it, because if I was going to activate that, I did want you guys to have some custom cool stuff that you were also getting along with it. It's a small way to support the channel, and honestly goes a very long way. So I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys have to say on this topic. Hope you guys love this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. I know Rory and Damaris are heavily enjoying this. And I really want to hear some of these industry rappers come out and say this stuff publicly if they truly mean it.